Hello and welcome. My name's Tina Kivanen, and I'm happy to have you participating here in this Prana, Flow, and Restore practice. So, as we move along through the experience, I encourage you to always listen to what your body needs. So, consider what I'm offering to be a suggestion to increase your self awareness and your body awareness, but always come back home to what your own body needs, knowing that you can trust that and move accordingly. We'll get started in a comfortable seated position. You may choose to sit on top of a folded blanket or a cushion. Sitting up with a tall spine, legs can be crossed or extended, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Allow the spine to lengthen up tall, and as you're ready, you may choose to close down the eyes or keep a very soft gaze. Feeling yourself settling into this moment, here and now. Noticing the support of the earth beneath you. Welcoming the feeling of being supported. Noticing the spine growing tall, as though the tailbone is rooting down towards the earth. The crown of the head floating up towards the sky. And notice your breath. At first, breathing naturally, and just starting to notice the feeling of the air entering and leaving the nose. And as you pay attention to your breath, it may naturally start to deepen and lengthen and slow down. Connecting with the energy of prana, life force. And this connection with your breath guiding your awareness to an internal space. Witnessing and welcoming your experience to be just as it is. Offering yourself compassion. And continue to welcome the breath. A feeling of the breath expanding down through the body as you notice any sensation that may be present physically, emotionally, or energetically. Scanning with compassion. Welcoming yourself to be here as you are. And now you may bring your hands together, palm to palm at the heart, and take a few breaths to set intention for this practice. If there's some kind of positive quality you would like to bring into this moment or into this day, into your life, consider this intention, knowing that the practice supports the intention. Perhaps it's peace or gratitude, well-being, letting go, welcoming your own personal intention. And then we'll relax the arms down, letting hands come to rest wherever they're comfortable. And we'll start to move the body, beginning with the shoulders, rolling forward and up, and back and down, and all around and round. And as you're circling the shoulders, you may also move one shoulder a bit differently than the other, letting the shoulders swim back or swim forward. Until you gradually draw the shoulders back and down and pause there. And we'll do a few sun breaths. Inhale to sweep the arms out and up to the sky, bringing the hands together and exhaling the hands down to the heart. Continue with the flow of your breath now, inhaling the arms, sweep up high to the sky, and exhaling the hands glide down to heart center, flowing with the rhythm of your breath. Perhaps starting to notice the pause in between each breath, that slight moment of stillness, as you welcome stillness within the mind. Beautiful. The next time the hands come together, pause there. Interlace your hands and bring some gentle circles into your wrists circling in one direction or the other. And then we'll turn our palms outward and round the spine back, tucking the chin and tailbone under, feeling the back of your heart reaching behind you. And then inhale and lift the arms up to the sky, palms pressing up high, and a little side to side sway of the upper body. Beautiful. And from there, release the arms down, twirling the wrists along the way. With our hands coming onto knees or thighs, we'll start to move the spine round back on your exhale. And inhale, the heart shines forward, shoulders draw back, tailbone lifts up. Exhale, rounding the spine back, tucking chin and tail. And inhaling, the heart shines forward, shoulders draw back, tailbone lifts up. And continue with the flow of your own breath. Back and forth movements. And the next time the heart lifts, draw your arms out to the sides and back. And then as you exhale, round and draw the hands together, bowing down, hands to the heart, and inhale, heart expands, arms expand, and exhale, rounding. So we'll continue to flow here with the breath, guided by the breath. Until the next time the hands come together again, pause, interlace the hands, and press them out forward as you round back. And we'll inhale to lift and lengthen the arms up high to the sky. Exhale the arms down, twirl the wrists. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips to the earth, lean back, lift your heart, lift your gaze, open across the chest. Lots of room here for the breath. Bringing the spine back to center, and here we'll continue flowing a little more from seated, but you may like to switch the cross in the legs if you are sitting cross-legged, just to help bring some balance into the hips. And of course, you can also stretch the legs out, move the legs around if you need to. So when you're ready, the spine grows nice and tall again. Inhale, sweeping both arms out and up to the sky. And exhaling, right arm comes down as left arm sweeps up and over to that right side. And we'll inhale to come up and over to the other side. Left arm lowers down, right arm sweeps long. And let's continue to flow here side to side with your own pace, letting your upper body gently flow. In this practice here, we'll be exploring moments of flow and moments of stillness, postures of strengthening in a gentle way, and also postures that support us in releasing and letting go, all weaving together with awareness of the breath and relaxation of the mind to support the nervous system coming into balance. Beautiful. So the next time you extend to the right, let's pause there and hold. Left arm sweeping to the right, breathing here, feeling the length in the side of the body. And let's float up and over to the other side. Left arm lowers and right arm extends long. Breathing here. Floating up. This time we'll release the right arm down at your side. Cross the left hand to your right leg. With your inhale, lengthen your spine. With your exhale, rotate towards the right, turning from the waist up to the crown of the head. Breathe. A feeling of spiraling to wring out any tension you may be holding. Let's soften to center and cross the right hand to the left leg, breathing in to sit tall, and breathing out to again spiral towards the left. And coming back to center, taking a moment to pause and receive, you may close the eyes. Notice how you feel, any sensation that may be present. Welcoming whatever is here without judgment. Now we'll transition over onto the hands and knees. So let's meet in tabletop position, which is hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And you may like to bring padding under the knees if you need a little bit more support for the knees. From there into the cat and dog movements, we inhale to lower the belly down, lift the front of the heart, the crown and the tailbone up. As you exhale, round, tucking the chin and tailbone under, pressing up through the back of the heart. To inhale and lower the belly, lift the heart, the crown, the tail. Exhale, rounding, tucking chin and tailbone under. Continue to flow with your breath here, back and forth. Until you find yourself back in neutral. Spread the fingers wide, curl the toes under, and press your hips up into the sky. So here we're in downward facing dog, an inverted V shape. Hands are grounded. You may lift and lower the heels, sway the hips side to side, and do any movement here that helps you to awake, and especially stretching in the backs of the legs. Breathing, letting the head relax. And we'll lower our knees down to the earth, untuck the toes, and pause there. As we move into a bit of a strengthening flow, inhale and stretch the right leg back as you lift your heart forward. Exhale, hugging right knee to the chest, round your spine. Inhale, right leg kicks back, heart lifts, crown lifts. Exhale, right knee hugs into chest, flowing back and forth with your breath. Until the next time the right leg extends, pause there, flex the foot, and begin to pulse the leg up and down from the hip to the heel. The full length of the leg is pulsing, strong in the low belly, strong in the glutes. Pause there, option to lower the toes to the floor or keep the leg lifted, and option to extend the left arm forward, balancing in sunbird pose, Surya Churya, feeling long through the whole body, still breathing. And we'll lower the hand and the knee back to the earth. Take a moment to explore here, a little bit of movement. You might circle your hips, your spine, your shoulders. Until you're back in table. For the other side, inhale, the left leg stretches back as the heart lifts forward. And exhale, left knee hugs into the chest. Inhaling, left leg extends, heart lifts. Exhale, knee hugs into chest. Flowing with your breath here, back and forth. Until the next time the left leg extends, pause, flex the foot, and begin to pulse the leg again, up and down. And pausing there, option for toes to be on the floor again for more support, or the leg stays lifted. Option for the right arm to come forward, balancing, strengthening, breathing. And let's lower hand and knee to the earth. And a few gentle circles with your hips, your spine, your shoulders, or you might even roll the wrists out if your wrists need a little love after that weight bearing. Wonderful. So we'll meet again in table, spreading fingers wide, curling toes under, and pressing the hips up into the sky. Back here in downward facing dog. And let's start to walk the hands and feet towards each other. As many steps as you need to come into a forward fold where the upper body drapes over the lower body. Head relaxes down, knees are bending as much as is needed for support. Ground through the feet and we'll rise up. You can roll up the spine or walk the hands up the legs with a straight back, whatever feels more supportive. As you come up to stand tall, grounding down through your 2 feet, stacking shoulders over hips and hips over ankles, crown of the head rising up to the sky, steady breath and relaxed mind. We'll flow into a half sun salutation, flowing with the breath. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Take a gentle back bend. As you exhale, dive forward and down, releasing over the legs. Inhale, halfway up, fingertips to shins, crown reaches forward, tailbone back. Exhale, back down. Rising sun, sweep the arms out to the sides and up to the sky, lift the heart, and exhale the hands back to heart center. Again, breathing in, draw the sun, lift the heart. Breathing out, bowing forward and down. Rising halfway up to a flat back, a strong core, shoulders draw away from ears. Exhale, back down. Rising up, we'll sweep our arms out to the sides and up to the sky, let the heart lift. And exhale the hands back to the heart. One more time, breathing in, draw the sun. Breathing out, bowing down. Floating halfway up as you inhale. And exhale back down. Rising sun, we'll sweep our arms out to the sides and up to the sky. This time, keep the palms facing each other with the arms up. And then bend the knees and sit down into an imaginary chair, hips lowering. You might wiggle the feet a bit closer together if that's more comfortable. Tailbone aiming towards the earth, and you're coming down just as far as feels good for you. And we'll do a few sun breaths, exhaling hands into the heart and inhaling the arms back out and up. Follow your breath here. Beautiful. Until the next time you lift the arms up, come all the way up to the tips of the toes, lift the heels, arms to sky. You may gaze at one point ahead of you to help you balance. And breathe. Beautiful. Lower the heels, lower the arms, lower the eyelids closed. Come to pause and receive. Returning to the breath and sensation. Now, letting the eyes flutter back open. We'll transition to the top of the mat if you're not already there, just to make sure you have lots of space behind you to step back. As we ground through the feet, inhale and reach the arms out and up, lifting the heart up high. Exhale to bow forward and down. Inhale, coming about halfway up again, so looking for that nice long straight spine. And exhale back down. Fingertips come to the earth as you step the right foot back into a lunge. And in this first lunge, we'll lower the right knee right down to the earth. So we have right knee down, left knee over left ankle. This is called Anjani Asana, low lunge. So let your heart gently lift. Feel the hips releasing into gravity. And breathe. And then we'll gently slide the left knee underneath the left hip. And we'll make a transition up to downward dog. Tuck the toes and reach the hips to the sky. Find your breath. Here we'll inhale the right leg up to the sky. And we'll be stepping the right foot between the hands into a lunge. So you might do that in one nice big step or a few steps, or I'll demonstrate. You can also lower both knees and then step the right foot through. So whatever route you take, you end up in a lunge with the right foot forward, left foot back, and we'll again be lowering that left knee to the earth. Untucking the toes and letting the heart gently lift. Here in Anjani Asana on the other side. Breathing. Beautiful. From here, we'll again glide the right knee underneath the right hip. And this time, sinking your hips back to your heels for just a few breaths in child's pose. Maybe the knees widen apart, the upper body bows down, head either to the floor or to your arms as a pillow. And taking a few nourishing breaths here. And then we'll let ourselves rise again, coming back to table. Spreading fingers wide, curling toes under, pressing hips up to the sky. And then starting to take a walk, feet towards the hands and all the way up to the top of your mat. Ground the feet and then inhale and reach the arms out and up to the sky. Let the heart lift high and exhale, hands back to heart center. Pausing here for a moment, you may close the eyes down and feel the effects. And once again, we'll inhale and sweep our arms out and up to the sky, letting the heart lift. Exhale, bowing down to the earth. Rising halfway up on the inhale and exhaling back down. This time, we'll step the left foot back, right knee over right ankle, keeping the left knee lifted if that's comfortable. Heart gently shining forward, finding your breath. Here, we'll keep the left hand on the floor or on a block if you have one, and sweep the right arm out to the side and up, coming into a twisted lunge. Option for the back knee to be on the earth if that's more comfortable, or to rest your right hand on the hip or the low back. Steady your breath and your mind. And we'll lower the right hand down, stepping the right foot back into a plank pose. So plank is like the top of a push-up. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are in line with heels. Option for the knees down on the earth. Hug in towards your midline. To lower down, we'll drop the knees gently, untuck the toes, and bow the heart between the hands. Ground through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the heart, the shoulders, the head into baby cobra, which is a little back bend, keeping your back body strong, squeezing the glutes, lifting the heart. Option to press a little higher to more of a queen cobra, making sure you keep your glutes strong and shoulders back and elbows in. Beautiful. Exhale and come back down. Inhale to press up through a half plank or a full plank. To tuck the toes and reach the hips to the sky, you might wiggle your feet back a bit closer to the hands and pause in downward facing dog. Now left leg lifts up to the sky and we step the left foot between the hands, or you might lower down to table and then step through whatever route you take, ending up with left knee over left ankle, right heel pressing back. Steady the breath. Right hand can stay on the earth or on a block as you sweep the left arm out to the side and up. Option to rest the hand on the hip or the low back. Option for right knee to be down on the earth if that's more comfortable. Staying connected with your breath. And we'll lower the left hand down. And this time we'll step right back into downward dog or come through table and then downward dog. Here, we'll lift the right leg up and back behind you again. Option to do the same thing I instruct here from table if that's more available for your body today. So either way, we bend the right knee and we'll start to circle the right knee round and round. So again, you can be doing this from downward dog or you can be doing this from table. Perhaps change the direction until you pause with the hip lifted like you're turning your pelvis towards the right. And from down dog, you feel your heart still drawing towards the left thigh. And let's lower the right foot down or the right knee down, depending on what pose you're in. Other side, left leg lifts up. Bend the left knee, open the hip, and start to make some circles with the knee round and round. So again, you can be in table or downward dog. To eventually pause with the knee lifted, find your breath. And we'll lower the foot back down to the earth. And take your time to lower the knees if you're in downward dog. Untuck the toes and let's come back to child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. And upper body bows down, maybe the head to the floor or to your arms. Gently lifting yourself back up onto your hands and knees. From table, let's do a few gentle circles in the hips, the spine, the shoulders. You might close your eyes and just ask your body what it needs. What does your body need here? And then from a neutral table, let's inhale and lift the right arm up to the side and up. And then exhale and thread the right arm under the left, reaching to the left side. And inhale, sweep the right arm out and up. Exhale, threading under. One more time, inhale to reach up. Exhale, threading under. This time you might come all the way down to rest the side of the head, the arm, and the shoulder to the floor. Option to stay there or reach the left arm up or over the back, or even stretch the left leg out to the side if you choose. Breathing into sensation. And taking the left hand under the left shoulder if it's not already there. Press down to unthread the right, coming back to table. And take a few breaths here to move intuitively. Maybe you'd like to circle your hips, your spine, your shoulders. Until we move into that flow on the other side, starting with the left arm sweeping out and up. And then exhaling to thread the left arm through under the right. Inhale, open the heart to the left. Exhale, threading under. One more time, breathing in, opening up, breathing out, threading under, and you may come down to rest the side of the head, the arm, the shoulder to the floor. Option to stay there or to reach the right arm up or over the back, or even to stretch the right leg out to the side if that feels inviting. Choosing the posture that makes the most sense for your body in this moment. We'll gently unthread the left arm, coming back to table, and another few movements intuitively circling, spiraling, flowing, until we press back for another child's pose, perhaps widening the knees, bowing forward and down. And let's press gently up, taking your time. And as you come up, we'll be heading into a comfortable seated position. So you might bring a blanket or pillow to sit on top of if you'd like. And let's stretch both legs out. You might bring in a little circling of your ankles, wiggling of your toes, circling the shoulders. Just letting yourself arrive again into your body here. We'll draw the shoulders back and down, and as you're ready, bend your right knee and let the right knee fall open to the side with your left leg extended forward. If you do have tension in your right hip, you can always slide an extra blanket or pillow under the right thigh to support the hip. Same thing with the left leg. You can bring a prop like a blanket or pillow under the knee if the hamstring is very tight as well. So whatever you need. And we'll turn the heart towards the left leg when you're ready. Inhale to sweep the arms out and up, a gentle lift of the heart. And exhale, bowing down towards the left leg, but only as far down as feels good for you. And then let your inhale bring you right back up, arms out and up, heart lifts, to exhale and bow back down. Continue to flow here with your breath, honoring your body's range of motion, knowing that we don't need to push or strain, just to find your flow. Find a feeling of ease as you move. You are welcome to continue this flowing movement with the option of also lingering in a forward fold for a few breaths if you choose, and then you would just be letting your arms release and your upper body bow down only as far down as feels good for you. Or maybe you're still flowing with the breath. Letting your mind relax as you stay present with feelings and sensations. Now we'll start to rise up. If you are bowed down, let yourself slowly, gently emerge again and pause to feel the effects, returning to your breath. Till we then extend the right leg out, bend the left knee, letting left knee fall open. Again, you can position props underneath either side if you need. Little flex in the right foot and the heart faces the right leg. Let's inhale, our arms sweep up high, gentle lift of the heart. Exhale and bow down towards the extended leg. And inhale to lift again, sweep the heart up, arms up, and exhale, bowing down. Following the flow of your breath here. The option of settling into a forward fold to hold for a number of breaths if you wish, or you might be still flowing. Either way, honoring your body, your wisdom. And we'll rise back up, slowly, gently emerging once again, pausing to feel the effects. And then letting this left leg stretch out, maybe a little wiggle and movement for the ankles and feet and toes, until we then come down onto our back. So you can go ahead and roll down onto your back. And just for now, making sure that you don't have any props like blankets or pillows under the head or the legs as we come into bridge pose, and we'll do a flowing bridge to start. So we have our knees bent and feet on the floor, arms at our sides. As you ground down through the feet, inhale and lift the hips and belly to the sky. At the same time, let your arms float up and behind you. And exhale, rolling back down, vertebra by vertebra, arms coming back to your sides. Inhale, lifting up, hips and heart, arms floating up high. And exhaling, lowering back down the spine, arms back to your sides. Moving another few times in this way, listening to your body's range of motion and flowing with your breath. And then the next time you come down, pause there with arms at your sides, spine to the earth. And this time our arms will stay grounded as we lift up into a bridge pose to hold. Ground through the feet, feel the glutes engaged like you're squeezing hips inward, and then start to lift your hips and belly up to the sky. Vertebra by vertebra, you may roll up as high as you'd like, perhaps tucking the shoulders in towards each other. Some may keep arms at your sides, some might interlace hands under the body depending on your comfort. Make sure not to splay the knees to the side so our thighs are still parallel. You might imagine you're squeezing a block between them. Feel the opening from the hips to the heart. Stay present with your breath. And we'll start to lower down, rolling down the spine vertebra by vertebra, perhaps letting the shoulders untuck and smooth out. So as you're ready, the knees hug into the chest. You may wrap your hands, your arms around the knees or the back of the thighs, and a little rock from side to side, massaging your back. And then with one hand on each knee, you can open the knees out to the sides and spin them back in together and open them back out, spin them back in, and continue this a few more times, exploring the sensation down in the hips. Until we draw the knees out to the sides and pause there. You may bring the soles of the feet together, reaching through to hold the feet or ankles. If it isn't available to hold the feet or ankles here, you can also hold the lower legs or knees, or you can loop a strap around the feet as well. Breathing down low in the body. And you're welcome to stay here, or you might open the feet away from each other into what's called blissful baby, where ankles stack over knees. But you can explore here. You may rock side to side or stretch one or two legs out and take your time to explore and to flow intuitively. Breathing into sensation. Listening to what your body needs, what your soul needs. You may also let go of the feet and then lift the arms and legs into the sky, into the resting bug pose, and bring some circles into your wrists and your ankles, your fingers and toes. And that circling movement might come all the way down into your elbows, your knees, your shoulders, your hips, imagining your arms and legs have become like seagrass flowing in the breeze. And from here, the encouragement to take some time to explore whatever your body needs. So you can just pause and notice sensation and then listen to impulse. Find any shape, any stretch, any position that feels like good medicine for you at this time. knowing that you can take your time here. You can even pause the video and take your time to bring in even more movements or postures or whatever feels intuitive. Knowing that we're heading into our final relaxation. As soon as you feel complete with movement, you can go ahead and find your final relaxation pose called Shavasana. And final relaxation is just all about being as comfortable as possible. So you might be laying on the back and you can have a pillow under your head or a folded blanket under your head. You can also bring a nice big pillow or any kind of prop under your knees as well, or a covering over your eyes. A traditional Shavasana, we extend our arms and legs with palms up at your sides, but you can listen to what your body needs. You might be more comfortable with the knees bent, inner knees touching and feet a bit wider, or hands on the body. Again, the positioning of any props. And if being on your back doesn't serve you, you can always roll to your side or choose any other position that's calling to you for final relaxation. So as you take your time to settle in, notice if you can invite in even the slightest micro adjustment that may support your comfort. If you could be 5% more comfortable. And as you're settling in for this final relaxation, perhaps the eyes are closed. You begin to feel the support of the earth beneath you. Feeling so supported that you can relax and let go even more. And become aware of your breath. Gentle waves of inhalation and exhalation that flow in and out. Each wave of breath guiding you to relax a little more. Each wave of breath guiding you even deeper relaxed. Noticing anywhere in the body that may still be holding or clenching, and sending the breath into that space to invite softening, to invite relaxation. Allowing yourself to soften and settle into gravity. To relax into the support of the earth. Continuing to ride the waves of your breath. Each wave carrying you into the stillness and into the peace that is within you. Each wave of breath guiding you to relax and let go of any tension or any stress, to connect with a natural state of calm and peace that grows stronger and brighter through the practice. And as you rest here within this nourishing stillness, know that you are welcome to relax a little longer, to simmer in the sweetness of this rest for as long as you need. Knowing if you feel ready to re-emerge, you can follow along with my guidance, starting to notice your breath again, the rise and fall of the belly and the chest, noticing any sounds that surround you and the touch of the air on your skin as you start to slowly reawaken your senses, trusting that you will carry this peace, this relaxation with you, this feeling of balance and harmony. So you may start to wiggle your fingers and toes and take a gentle stretch whenever you're ready, moving gently and slowly to honor the transition. You may roll to one side as well to rest in a fetal position for a few moments before coming up to seated. And as you come up to sit, unless you're taking your time to linger a little longer wherever you are, we'll bring closure to the practice. So if you are sitting, you may like to come up to a tall spine and bring the hands to the heart and close down the eyes and recall your intention, that seed that you've planted within yourself that grows stronger and brighter. And we offer gratitude to the tradition of yoga, Gratitude to ourselves for taking the time to slow down and move inward. And may the healing benefits of this practice ripple out to touch all beings. May all beings live in peace. May all beings be well. Namaste, and thank you so, so much. Thank you for joining me here. And feel free to connect with any comments or questions.